a lot has changed. So I just feel we can do better. But whatever they are still doing in Hollywood now, the action part of it, I still give it 10% out of 100. So they are not touching it yet. So that's why you have someone like CrackyDon. I think I'm ready to change the face of the game. It might not be this year, it might not be next year, but trust me, I'm this kind of guy that I will never give up. I will never give up until you accept it. Because Nollywood, they are not ready to accept action, but then you will take it from me, trust me.
All right, talking about action, we know what's happening in Hollywood, situations where there are unintended fatalities on set. So do you think we have what it takes to handle that?
We don't. Trust me. We don't. Even I face some of these challenges while I was shooting BlackOut the movie, because most of the action you will see in BlackOut, everything was shot outside Nigeria. Because when I was shooting in Nigeria, some of my, I'm not trying to discredit them, they tried, and I respect this guy, Mr. Nolly. He stood it on. I mean, that guy is what do I call it? It's a monster. So he was the only guy who stood it from beginning to the end. But the rest of the guys, trust me, some of them cannot even take some of the pain. And for you to be a mixed martial art, for you to be a stunt man, you have to be able to take 20% of whatever I'm giving to you. So if you cannot, why do you call yourself a stunt man? But this guy, Mr. Nolly, is stood it. But for now, I think Mr. Nolly is just one in a million. Talk about most of our actors. Which of the actors can you say, okay, I want you to jump from this place to that place for me? I understand we have this body double. There are a lot of people that should do that for you. But then, as an actor, you should have this at the back of your mind. That what if the stunt is not really too much for me? Why do we have Tom Cruise still doing 80% of his stunts as we speak? Why do we have Morgan Freeman still doing 20 to 30% of his stunts as we speak? Will Smith will do most of his stunts, undisputed. What is stopping us? The only problem we have is we like to watch Faraji. You know, crime, if you go for Faraji, then you work for it. If you know you like to drink 2 bottles today, the next morning, train like 5 bottles. You understand what I mean? Like when you, it's like when you're trying to diet, you eat food like this, you eat this portion of food. So when you want to diet it, then you do it like this. You know, crime if you can do that, but then it is what it is. Most of their audience are not complaining, but trust me, the industry is growing. Don't be surprised when that time will come and they'll be sidelined. Like, okay, that guy cannot do it, you only know how to shout up and down. So that's to tell you, don't get too comfortable in your comfort zone. One generation will come and the whole thing will just change. That's it.
Okay, so if the Nigerian movie industry is going to come up to that level, give us, okay, like how many years do you think it will take us to get there?
Give and take, maybe 10 years. That is if we started practicing it. If some of our superstars know, okay, if I am not fit, I cannot play this role. Don't be surprised if you see every one of them going into the gym. Even those ones that cannot go into the gym, they will have a personal trainer that will train them. Most of them can afford all this gym equipment, everything like that. They will have it in their house and you see them, they will start getting fit. Especially our girls.
Kate Henshaw?
Thank you very much. A woman like Kate Henshaw. That woman, she's ambitious. I mean, that woman, she knows what she's doing. But the only thing I see is she's only trying to get fit. She's getting fit. Can she still do a lot of movement? Can she do mixed martial art? If I gave her a role of a mixed martial art girl who can fight with me, she got the stature, despite the age, she got this physique and everything. Can she fight with me without me looking for a body double for her? So there is something is still missing. Our orientation is, some of them is like, okay, I want to get fit. One thing is get fit. Another thing is, can you move? Can you do some movement? Fine, we know it's not part of our culture. But the world is not waiting for anybody. That is what we keep saying, yeah, it's not our culture. We don't have to fight, we don't have to do this. But is this world waiting for anybody? No. So that's why we have to put all these things into consideration. You understand?
All right, thank you so much. And is there any particular thing you would like to say about maybe any of your projects or something?
I'll still go back to BlackOut the movie. You know, I I need to drop this before the end of this program. You know, BlackOut the movie, I went through a lot while I was in the cinema because my movie was off the cinema yesterday and it was a huge success, just like I said before. But the thing is, the only problem I had while I was doing the whole promotion, the campaign, the A&P and everything, I found myself in the wrong circle. In the wrong circle, I mean, it's like when you find yourself in the middle of the sea, floating without a proper direction. You don't know if this is where you're going or that is where you're going. What I am trying to tell you guys is the set of people I work with, how supportive are they? I don't want to discredit anybody, but then I think I wasn't thinking smart enough while I was doing the whole thing. Trust me, I think I wasn't selfish enough while I was doing the whole thing. That's why I said I have learned a lot. Even in the cinema, I will show my poster to some of these people. They will see my poster like, me, I don't watch Yoruba movie. Do you get that? What impressions have we created in these people's mind? So that's why I said I found myself in the wrong circle, but I'm working on that. Trust me.
Okay, now you may not totally blame that on the people. If they're saying they don't watch a Yoruba movie and they watch the English movie, don't you think it's as a result of what the Yoruba movie has been all along?
Exactly, that's why I said I found myself in the wrong circle. I'm proud of my people, I love the people I work with, but then there are so many things we can do to change this, because the English film, they have created this formidable clique. I call it formidable clique. They have created this formidable clique that either you like it or not, people go to the cinema, they will see their movie. Why is that when we take our movies, the minute you see Yoruba person, this is Yoruba movie, what is wrong? It's not as if we are not selling. It is not as if people are not recognizing these people. Even when you condemn Yoruba movie today, don't be surprised, go and watch that person on their phones, they are still watching Yoruba movie. It's not as if they don't, it's hypocrisy. That's what I see like. It's not as if they are not watching Yoruba movie, but the impression they have about these people, and I think we just have to, one way or the other, we have to change that. It started from me and the rest of them, something like that.
All right, thank you so much, Abbey. And just before you go, one final question. What would you like to see change in the Nigerian movie industry? Or if it's more than one, what are the things you like to see change? I know you've mentioned mixed martial arts, you want action films and all, but what other maybe some structural things or systematic issues? Depends on you.
Yeah, just like you said, I have said one before, like the mixed martial art thing. At least it's not supposed to be mixed martial art, because I won't call it mixed martial art, but I just want to call it something like film making mixed martial art, or if possible, I'm going to remove the mix out of it, something like that, which I think I am planning or something like that. So, and if I had to change anything, it started from our DOPs, our cameramen, and aside from that, the tautologists, we talk a lot. At least we can reduce that, and a whole lot of things I would like to change. But then our DOPs, they need to start thinking out of the box. Most of our DOPs, they sit on static shot. It's not their fault, but then it's always like this. Some of the DOPs should be eating because they know the shot is just static shot. So I think we need to change that, and a whole lot of things that I would like to change. But then I think the more I come up with it, the more people will get to see it. Because if I said everything now, what's the point? So when I do it, then it's going to be like, okay, I said it already, and if I say it right now, most people, a lot of filmmakers might be watching this, and they just go ahead and be doing it. And don't forget, these people are richer than me. So they have all the money. Me, I don't have the money. So what I got is this. So I think ideas, it's more than anything you could ever imagine in this world. You have a great idea, and it's more than money.
All right, thank you so much, Abbey. Shout out to IBrandTv.
IBrandTv. You see, that's what I'm saying. You're not prepared for me. Okay, you already know what time it is. If you're not watching IBrandTv, you are still on a long thing. IBrandTv is the only Obunge TV that you need to watch anytime, any day. Wherever you are, you can always access them. IBrandTv. Don't touch it. Okay, God bless you.
So,
You're sweating.
I want you to do something. something for me now, because while you mentioned